It's Week 15 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Drake London, who's closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Falcons and the 49ers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Punter Mitch Wishnowski ready to do the honors. And we're off from Levi Stadium. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
3 touchdowns, Kate, is a great week for him. But less so when every one of them was matched by an interception. Those turnovers were a part of why they ended up on the losing side of that game. Ball security, what you know he's worked on all week long, and will be on the forefront of his mind.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackle made by Jair Brown. Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this 3rd down. Penix here from the gun. That's brought in by Mooney. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. So here come the 49ers now to take over for the first time. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
As you take the field coming off of a real late season bye, you just want to maximize what last week was all about. Making sure that physically, mentally, emotionally, you're recharged so you can go attack the final stretch of this season.
And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. They get an even 10 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Purdy looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. The rookie from Notre Dame able to take him down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Play action now with Purdy. Finds his man, it's Ricky Pearsall. And he's out of bounds, past midfield. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st down throw by Purdy. Got a man, McCaffrey has it. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. From the 27. Pearsall there to grab it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
And he'll go down here at the 16. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Clark Phillips with the pick. And the Falcons take over as he records his 10th career INT.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. Well, it'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. And you can see he's valued well beyond his work just as a runner. He's leading NFL backs in receiving touchdowns late in this season. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Penix now to throw. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you've got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
This one intended for the running back. And 4th and 4 coming up. They'll punt it away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. And there's only one team satisfied with their spot in the playoffs right now, and that's the one currently at the top. A lot of time left for everybody else to jostle for better position, or simply for one of the 7 spots available. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the gun is Purdy. That throw finds Kittle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Tackled by Rook Orororo. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
You just feel this defense starting to come alive, don't you, Kate? Got their first turnover last time out. Now they put their first sack on the board. In big plays on that side of the ball, well, they can come in bunches. Defense sure hopes to keep this faucet going, and the offense wants to turn the spigot off immediately.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
And they won't be able to return this one as it sails out of bounds. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got a first to begin the frame. Another carry for Robinson. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. Third down coming. Penix working from the gun. He's on the move. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough fourth down. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Christian McCaffrey on the 49ers return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. So no return on that punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Purdy setting up that play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Purdy throwing here. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. 2nd and 3 now. They stick with McCaffrey. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tackled by Rook Orororo. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now it's Purdy. Finding Pearsall. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 25. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a 49er 1st down.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Call it about 70 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Encroachment defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of third down, they're now defending first and 10. This drive just keeps on moving. After the penalty, resets that marker. Pretty throwing here on first. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. Now Purdy. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see, because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Rolling out to his left. On him quick, and they bring him down. And the pressure drives them backwards.
You get into the red zone, and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Escapes the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
From the 28. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. First down, ball at the 36. From the shotgun, Penix. Completes some mustard on that throw to Bijan. This is ahead for about 5. Nick Bosa makes the stop. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. The Falcons pushing for a late spark before halftime. And again, it's Penix. Got a man, Robinson has it. 16 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Penix here from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Pitts brings it in. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons tie this game 7-7. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. He fields it from the 8. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Purdy on first down. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Purdy to throw it. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He has the San Francisco touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Penix on first down. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Second and 4. That's brought in by Mooney. Give him 32 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Here's Penix. Into the hands of Pitts. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
That one's incomplete, couldn't connect.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. All right, all set up now. First and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down here at the 16.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
He'll get this complete to Mooney. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. On first down, here's Penix. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
The kick by Lutz is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So we're halfway through this contest from Santa Clara, California. The hometown 49ers out in front. As we hear from Jonathan Coachman over in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report.
The Niners got a fine performance in the first half from one of their leaders, Brock Purdy. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break. These two teams heading out of the tunnel, and we're ready to get back to it. For the call of the second half, here is the great Kate T. Scott. Kate?
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. That's incomplete left side.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting to completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
That's complete to Kittle on the sideline. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, it looks like the 30. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun is Purdy. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
And he gets his offense forward to the 44-yard line. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Play action now with Purdy. That finds Ayuk, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 30 yards on that one. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. Hits the end zone for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers drive their lead to 11. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They send a man in motion. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First and 10 from the 41. Penix working from the gun. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Second and 3 now. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
False start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Short pass brought in. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. And again, it's Penix. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a first. Oh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Encroachment. Defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still first down.
Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter first and 5. From the shotgun, Penix. Pitts brings it in. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Working inside the red zone. Gets this one to Tyler Algier. And he'll go down here at the 16.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Cut near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stuffed at the 2. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Penix here from the gun. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons start the second half with some needed points. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But, hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
He's throwing for it. And they get the two-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Now it's McCaffrey. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Purdy setting up that play action. He fires one deep down the middle. That's complete inside the 35. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that's a 49er first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. First down throw by Purdy. Cut by Jennings. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
So for those of you keeping track, we get a solid completion for decent yardage on 1st, and then we go backwards on 2nd. Kate, I guess we got a quality rubber match right here on 3rd down.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Purdy to throw it. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll double their lead to 6.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns, good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can, putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Got a man, it's Drake London. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Falcons will have a 1st. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Penix looking to pass. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Penix into the hands of Pitts. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Penix now to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And he gets his own fumble, so the comeback hopes are still alive, but that clock keeps running.
We all saw the brief moment of full-on panic between the ball coming out and him getting back on it. The impressive part is he kept his composure while it was still loose. One mistake didn't become two, and he cleaned it up before any defenders could.
Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still second down.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Trying again following the sack. That's brought in by Mooney. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically.
That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
First and goal, they've got 4 chances to tie this one up. From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Raheem Morris in strong disagreement with that call. He's going to challenge this.
Previous play is under review.
Oh, this one is really close, Brock. Did he establish possession and then get both feet down?
Yeah, maintaining possession while being a ballerina, not always easy. A lot to look at here, but I know he thinks he's got a touchdown.
So not only do they not get the result that they wanted, but they're going to lose what could be a very valuable timeout, too. Throwing now from the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. So now, here's third and goal. Penix working from the gun. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Trying for it with Penix. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons come through to tie it in the 4th. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And with that score, he's reached a benchmark he's long had his eye on. 30 touchdowns in one season. And he's going to come away pleased with how well he has played to put up that kind of number this year. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Return coming from the 6. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. And they may say they're not paying attention, but everybody maintaining a constant eye on the current playoff picture. A lot on the line each week for the teams that think they have what it takes to make a run in the postseason. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage.
Still 3rd down.
After the penalty, 3rd and a yard coming up. Play action now with Purdy. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. And last drive, he reached one of those numbers that everyone looks at as a benchmark after the season ends, Brock. Quite the year that he's put together finding the end zone. That one intended for Drake London. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's Penix. Finds his target, Robinson. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Slot man motioned over. Play action, here's Penix. He's going deep this time. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Penix on 3rd down. Pressure comes, he's taken down, the 49ers got him! And the defense comes through, and that's gonna back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline, and now their offense gets a chance in a 1-score game.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And the 49ers will take over deep on their own side. Pretty throwing here on 1st. Kittle brings it in. Stiff arm success. It's a gain of 29 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. On the counter, McCaffrey. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And this one doesn't go far. Call that a modest improvement. 3 yards that time, but still a 3rd and 7 upcoming. Looking to throw. Rolling into enemy territory. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Giving him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a 49er first down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. 49ers trail by just 1. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. A run with McCaffrey. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. McCaffrey has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. McCaffrey trying to punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown! The 49ers have taken the lead late. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response. Well, there's a reason he's playing defense, because he couldn't quite corral that one. But in the end, it doesn't matter. He still does the job and denies 2 points.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. This return makes it up to the 25. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. That's Diablo Lenore. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and they had somebody there waiting for it that time.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers push the lead up to 12. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The visitors and receiver Darnell Mooney headed out there now. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Penix. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, Penix. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Well, looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 5 for him after the penalty. Here he is to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on 4th actually worked. They got the 1st down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed, but one mistake took it all away.
Oh, man. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. So the 49ers earn the win in this one. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group.